Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Shrugs, and today we're going to be talking about the Season 5 trailer. We'll do a breakdown and discussion about it. We're not going to really watch it, but we'll just talk about the highlights, and I'll share my opinion on it. So the main key things that we're getting from this season is going to be the new quest board that we get, and the main thing this quest board is for is so that other pirates can bury their treasure, and then other people can go find it. If you do this, it's a win-win. Someone gets to find the loot and sell it, and then if you're the one that buried it and someone else found it, you end up getting some bonuses from that as well. I think it's a cool concept, like sharing the buried treasure. I just don't know like if people are actually going to do it. Like, why not just go sell the loot? Why spend all the time to bury it if you can just go sell it? I'm not exactly sure I understand the concept behind it. I mean, the idea is cool. I just don't know if it's going to be practical unless they add some kind of awesome bonuses or maybe special perks to unlock by doing this. I think it'll be fun to make a couple YouTube videos of like burying $1 million worth of loot, but other than that, I don't see it getting used a whole lot, but I think it's a great concept. I hope they expand upon it in the future, but we don't really know exactly how it's going to play out yet, so we'll have to find out. But I definitely think it's a cool thing that they're adding, and it definitely opens up a realm of possibilities that they could go on and expand off of this. And so overall, I think this is a really good addition to the game. The biggest part of this update, in my opinion, is going to be this new rowboat that we get, which has a cannon on it. And of course, we see in the trailer, they're shooting the cannon while it's attached to your boat, so you get that extra cannon. In my opinion, that's going to be insanely good on a sloop. Might not be so practical on a galleon, but I definitely think this is going to make sloops really good. It might be a little bit too good, but we'll find out. Definitely excited to do some cool steals with this. Maybe sneak up on it, blow up a galleon that's doing a voyage or maybe a world event. There's definitely going to be some sweet plays you can make with this. I think this is going to be a great addition. Definitely very cool. Very excited for this, and glad to see that they've implemented it. Now, speaking of cannons, another big thing, they're adding new Cannonball Types, which are fireworks. These are kind of like a cosmetic thing, almost like the cannon flares. You can shoot fireworks out and they'll, you know, blow up in the sky. It's a firework. I mean, I don't have to explain it. And you can also get flares as well, which will light up the sky, which is really cool. You know, nighttime on an island, depending on what your brightness settings are, you know, it could be a little annoying to see things and the details in the game. You shoot this flare up, it's supposed to light the area for some time. You know, if you're playing with randoms, you can use it to communicate with your crew. You know, maybe shoot it at an enemy ship and it lights them up. But I don't really see it being used for that because everyone uses Discord, but definitely a cool idea. I really like the flares. Now, my question is, can these be used as weapons? Can the flares burn enemy ships? So it'd be really cool if you could aim them at enemies and use them as an additional cannonball, basically like a firebomb, and start a fire on their ship. And then same thing with the fireworks. Can you punch holes? Can you start fires? What are these fireworks just cosmetic, or are they used as weapons as well? I think it would be really cool if you could do both. Just imagine two ships shooting at each other and they're just exploding in colorful lights, and then one of them eventually sinks. I think that would be hilarious and really cool. And I think that would be a cool addition if that's something that they have added, but we don't know yet, so we're going to have to wait to find out. But the update's just in a couple days, so we're going to know quite soon, and I'm really excited about this. And then beyond this, most of the other updates are going to simply be quality of life updates. There's not a whole lot of content in this update, but I think that's a good thing, honestly, because we saw with Season 2, there wasn't a lot of content, and then boom, they dropped the pirate's life on us. And I think whenever we see these kind of smaller updates, it usually means they're going to be leading up to something big, and I think they have plans for a larger update in the future, because really, in terms of how much content we're getting this season, there's not that much. There are some really nice quality of life updates, which we're going to talk about, but they're not big updates. They're not game changing. They really are just quality of life. There's nothing more to say about it. But things such as being able to sit in the captain's chair of your ship. I mean, that's cool and all. It's not really new content, but it definitely is going to add to the atmosphere and the immersion of the game. I think, you know, actually being able to sit in that captain's seat is something that we've all been thinking you should be able to do since the beginning of the game. But we finally can do it, which is good. You can sleep in the bed, sit on tables. Another nice quality of life update is your mouth will move when you're speaking. Another cool quality of life update is your speaking trumpet can be reversed, and so it'll muffle your volume. I think this is a great concept. I just don't know Like, is it realistically going to get used? I doubt it. Everyone uses Discord when they're doing PvP, unfortunately. I try to avoid using it. I like game chat. I think it makes for way funnier experiences. So I'll be using it, but honestly, I think most crews probably gonna be skipping out on this. But I'm happy it's added. It's definitely a great concept, and it makes sense. Hey guys, let me ask my partner if he wants to alliance. Let's kill them. Ammo pouches are now gonna be dropped from skeletons. I think this is great because skeletons are just kind of annoying. They wouldn't really drop loot, and so they were just in the way of whatever your task was. You know, if you were trying to kill a captain, the skeletons were just in the way. They would just soak damage. Now they actually drop stuff, which is really cool, and ammo refills, it's really nice. Usually when you're on an island, you would just camp on the ammo crate, and then the skeletons would walk towards you eventually. And so not really a big deal, but this will add a little bit of convenience. This way you don't have to be so campy, you know, sitting right next to that ammo crate the whole time. So I think this is a good update. I think this will be very, very nice and appreciated when you're out there killing skeletons. And then the last quality of life update is there's going to be rats on your ship now, which is really cool. Definitely adds to the immersion as well. And then those rats, as water starts filling up on the lower decks, the rats will start running up. If you see a lot of rats on the second deck or on the top deck, you know that there's water filling up. And so I think most of us know when there's water because you do get the audio cues such as the creaking. But this might be nice for more newer players. You know, they're going to see those rats and be like, oh, what's going on? We better check. And I think this is a great thing for newer players, and then for veterans of the game, it's just a nice little flavor of the game that's being added, you know, seeing those rats. I think it's a really nice, subtle touch that definitely adds to that immersion. So I'm glad they added that. Anyways, guys, that's going to be Season 5. There's not a lot of new content, but I think that's okay. I think there's going to be a bigger update in the future, and I think we should be looking forward to that. And it's good that we're getting these quality of life updates. You know, I wish there was a bigger content drop where they snuck these quality of life updates in with it, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna probably see a big update either in Season 6 or Season 7. They're probably working hard on something bigger, and so I'm quite excited to keep playing this game and finding out what they're going to keep adding, because this game just gets better and better. And if you're a new player to Sea of Thieves, you're really going to enjoy all the content that they've added over the last few years, and you're gonna have a blast with this game. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far into the video, you're super pog, you're super awesome. I really appreciate you. It means a lot to me. Go ahead and leave a like if you liked it. Leave a like if you didn't like it, because the dislike bar doesn't show up anyways. And then subscribe if you haven't yet, if you want to see more Sea of Thieves content like this. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. But until then, take care.